Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at my updated everyday carry or EDC for summer 2023. I always love making these videos and continuing to tinker with the items that I have on my person on a day-to-day basis, so we have some cool new gear here. Excited to hear what you all think about my current setup. Before jumping in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. And so first up we have the wallet, and this is probably one of the most important things besides my phone, as it carries cash, my ID, some credit cards, things that I still have to have with me. I haven't gone fully digital, unfortunately. And so if I have to carry those things, I definitely want to do it in the slimmest and most minimal wallet that I can while still being practical. It's been great to see how many incredible options have come out over the past couple of years, and one of my favorites is this Turner wallet from Andar. Andar makes some really great leather goods. We looked at their Manhattan laptop backpack pretty recently. I'll include a link to that in the description below if you want to check it out. But their wallets are very popular in the EDC community, high quality. This one in particular caught my eye as it reminds me a lot of one of my favorite wallets, the Belroy card sleeve, which I featured in some of my previous videos. That one also has a really slim form factor. It's leather, high quality, but one of the things that's different about this is the orientation of the cards. Some of the card holders that I've used tend to have everything being pulled up from the top, and I've had issues where the cards can actually slip out, and I just found that I really like the layout of a wallet like this one. So going through it, in addition to the really nice, beautiful leather, it manages to maintain a very slim form factor that's easy to toss into your front or back pocket. And then on the outside, you have two quick access slots. So in one of them, I just keep some cash. And then on the other side, there is a little slot that allows you to easily pop a card up. So this could be good for a frequently used credit card, or in my case, I actually have my ID here, as it's something that I still have to grab fairly regularly, so I can slide it out. It doesn't feel like any of the cards are gonna fall out. And then in the middle, you have a section that can hold a pretty large amount of cards, as well as a pull tab that will allow you to pull the cards up. You can fan them out, grab whatever you need. I'm a big fan of these pull tab systems, particularly as I still have to carry a couple of things in addition to my credit card. So it's very easy to pull it up, grab what I need, push it back down. This is something that I always liked in the Belroy wallet that I was mentioning, but now with the horizontal layout, it just always feels like it's less likely for my cards to fall out. There's a good grip there. And again, even with the 4 or 5 cards that I typically carry and some cash, it just manages to stay super slim, slides right into my pocket, and it just feels like a wallet that's gonna patina nicely, be with me for a long time to come. And so if you wanna check this out, Andar has been kind enough to provide me with a 15% coupon code. I'll include a link to that in the description below, and definitely just a really great, reliable, and versatile wallet. Up next, we have the pocket knife, and it wouldn't really be an EDC video without a pocket knife, at least in my opinion. Always love having one of these on me. The one that I am carrying at the moment is the Pete's Pirate Knife. It is one of the special edition pocket knives that Peter McKinnon released as part of his Pete's Pirate Life brand. And this has been really just a very simple but useful knife. I like that it's a little bit smaller than some of the pocket knives that I've used in the past, as it just can feel a little less alarming if you happen to pull it out in front of friends. Really nice, clean form factor. It's got a very reliable, sharp blade. I like that it has the little Pete's Pirate logo on the blade itself. I'm just a big fan of the brand and the aesthetic. It's got a deep carry clip, so very easy to secure it into your pocket, reach it whenever you need to. It's got this little tab at the end that allows you to flip it out very simply, so some really great action on this knife. And yeah, it's not got a ton of bells and whistles, just feels really rugged, durable, and the aesthetic of it is something that I absolutely love. It's not quite blacked out, it's pretty dark, but I don't know, it just looks great, feels great, fits perfectly into my pocket. Unfortunately, I don't believe you can currently purchase this. You might be able to find it on the secondhand market, but since it's the one that I'm carrying, I wanted to share it here in this video. The next item that I always have with me is a flashlight. I recently did a roundup of some of my favorite newer flashlights, and the one that I have been using the most is this really compact flashlight from Ravivon, I think it's pronounced. This is the A1 flashlight. It was in that roundup video, and I love how much power you get out of this tiny little flashlight. It takes up almost no space in my pocket. It's smaller than some of the ones that I've carried in the past. It has a rechargeable battery, it's got a USB-C port, and it has up to 700 lumens of output, so it can really light up the darkness whenever you need to. So very great that it has that. It's got a couple of different modes. You can activate it with a button as opposed to having to twist it, which I'm never a fan of. It also includes a reversible and removable clip, so you can attach this to a hat. If you want to have a makeshift headlamp, it's small enough that you can attach it to a keychain if you prefer to carry it that way. And yeah, a flashlight is something that I've always been surprised by how much I end up using it. It's so much more tactile, and it just gives me peace of mind to use this versus my phone for everything. Can also get a lot brighter if I'm looking under a car for something that I dropped. And again, just the ability to attach it to your hat when I'm walking my dog at night. There's a lot of different versatility that comes from having a flashlight, and then something that's this small that's really not going to take up a lot of space in your pocket or in a bag that is also fairly affordable is just a great option to have on you at pretty much any day. Another item that I know many other EDC enthusiasts are always wrestling with is keys. I've tried a lot of different keychains. I've done a roundup for it. I've tried some of the new solutions, the Orbit Key, the Key Smarts. There's a lot of really interesting things that are coming out to help people deal with the annoyance that is keys, as sadly I still need to use some. I know many people still need to. And one of the solutions that I keep coming back to, even though I try all those other newer things, is this doohickey carabiner multi-tool from Night Eyes. It is so small, but it's so versatile. The smallness is really the main thing that I particularly like, as I can attach the few keys that I have to carry, put it in my pocket. It doesn't take up a ton of space, but then I love that it has a built-in carabiner, so if I want to attach it to a belt loop, it can do so, as opposed to having to carry a larger carabiner. As I've tried out in the past, that can have its own benefits, but this is a nice middle ground. And then it just manages to pack in an impressive amount of tools for a form factor that's smaller than my finger. In addition to the carabiner, it has a flathead screwdriver. Because of this flat edge at the front, it can also work as a pry tool or a scraper. It's got kind of a sharp edge so that you can open up a box, bottle opener, got a ruler. So very versatile and just doesn't take up a ton of space. In addition to that, it comes in at a really affordable price point. So if you're looking for a simple, small, and reliable keychain solution, this is going to be really hard to beat. If y'all have used anything that's kind of like this, that has a similar form factor or versatility, let me know. I'm always on the lookout for something that's going to give this a run for its money, but haven't found too many options yet. As much as everything has gone digital these days, I still find that it is very helpful to carry a pen in your pocket. I've been a big fan of the more compact pens like the Fisher Space Pen. Big Idea Design also has a mini click pen that I've enjoyed using. But more recently, I've really loved bolt action pens. In particular, I've featured a few from the Ridge in some of my videos. They pop in because I always have one of these in my bag. Even though I like the compact form factor of the pens that I just mentioned, particularly for travel, on a day-to-day basis where I might be, pairing this with a notebook and writing a little bit longer, it is nice to have a full-size pen, and this still doesn't take up a ton of space in one of my pockets, and it also has the super satisfying bolt action mechanism that is very reliable. It's easy to, get this out when you need to write something quickly. This isn't gonna accidentally close on you. And then it also doubles as a fidget toy if I don't have the fidget toy that I'm gonna show in a second. It's just super easy to have. It helps me kind of focus, reduces anxiety, and then you just have a really nice looking carbon fiber pen. That's one of the things that I kind of have as a theme with this EDC, is more of a silver or darker theme, not completely blacked out. And so this pen really fits that vibe and has worked wonderfully during the time that I've used it. Speaking of fidget toys, this is one of the newest additions to my everyday carry. This is a card-shaped fidget toy that I found on Amazon. Then this is just super, super addicting. It has this sliding mechanism so that you can fan the cards out, you can close them up, you can separate them. It's made out of this really nice feeling sort of metal, so it feels like a premium accessory. They're offered in a few different colors and also suits. So if you want kings, jacks, queens, you can get that. I always love the pocket aces, particularly in this sort of gunmetal or silver color that I have here. They got a little bit of heft to them. It's not the lightest fidget toy by any means, but for the satisfaction and quality that you get when using these, or, I think this also just looks way cooler than some of the other spinning fidget toys that I've used in the past. And so if you're somebody who, you like to move a little bit more during meetings, or, this type of thing helps you focus, and you want to have something that's just a little bit classier or cooler in my opinion, then this is going to be one of the coolest options to check out. Although I sometimes use an Apple Watch, I regularly find myself coming back to a more analog solution, particularly for travel. I hate traveling with an Apple Watch, as it means I have to carry an extra cable, can run out of battery. It's also something that I'm always worried is going to catch the attention of pickpockets. So typically I travel with a watch like this. I also like the aesthetic of regular watches. The one that I've been using most recently is this edition from Timex, which has a really minimal and classic appearance. I featured this in a video a long time ago, but it has held up well. And one of my favorite things about it is that it has this NATO style strap that makes it very easy to swap out. Right now I have this gray and black strap, which matches up well with the gray and black EDC theme that I have going on. It's got the white face. The sizing is really good for my wrist size. And yeah, just a reliable, fairly inexpensive watch, which is also a nice thing, as when I'm traveling, I might be doing a lot of water activities, or I might be climbing things. And so don't have to worry too much about beating it up. And I like that this also has a light. When you push down on the crown, it illuminates the face, which is always great for those times when I need to check the time and there's not a light around. And yeah, just a really simple, reliable, inexpensive option. You can change the belts around. You can find some really cheap ones on Amazon. And if you're not really sure what sort of a watch to start with, and you want something that's going to match up with a lot of different outfits and it's not going to break the bank, this is going to be a fantastic option to check out. And then the last item that I always have with me is a good pair of sunglasses. This is absolutely critical for me, as I tend to get headaches if I'm out in the sun without sunglasses, and definitely like having something that is high quality and that I am confident is going to keep my eyes protected. The ones that I've been using a lot as of late are the Randolph Aviator sunglasses. I featured these in one of my favorite travel apparel videos not too long ago. I'll link to that in the description as well. And this is a very timeless sort of look that I absolutely love. I've always been a fan of aviators, particularly anything with this sort of square shape. And the aviators are well known kind of in the pilot community, the aviators, so to speak. The Randolph ones in particular, made in the US, very popular in film and in the EDC community, and with good reason. These feel super well made. Whenever I'm wearing these, my eyes feel protected, even if it's a super bright Florida day, which is where I live. They also have a very comfortable fit, so even if I'm doing something that's a little bit more active, it never feels like they're gonna slide off my face inadvertently. They sell these in a polarized lens, non-polarized lens, a few different sizes. Randolph also has styles that aren't necessarily the classic or kind of square aviators that you see here. But yeah, very, very just great sunglasses. I've had a great experience with them so far. They have a hard shell case that's a little bit bulky, but I like how well protected it keeps them, as these are a little bit more on the pricey side. But if you care about keeping your eyes protected, or you want something that's made in the US and that's never gonna go out of style, then Randolph sunglasses are definitely gonna be worth taking a look at. And so that's it. That is my updated everyday carry for summer 2023. If you have any questions on the items that I featured in the video, or suggestions for similar EDC items that I should check out, or that I should maybe add to my setup, definitely let me know in the comments below. And I'll also include links in the description to some of the previous EDC setups that I've done, and also to some of the roundup videos that I've done for my favorite keychains, pocket knives, wallets, pouches, things like that. And I want to thank you as always for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And we'll see you in the next one.